Hey guys, I'm back. Going to continue my quest. When we left off, I was on level 14. I hope that we still are. Let me check. Yep, there it is. Progress maintained. Okay, 1 second. Back to Dragon Quest. I'm gonna put this window over here. I'm gonna put that there, and then put this here. Okay. Good. But thou must! That's right. Brings back the memories. Hey, DJ Sarugi. Yeah. The memories are all coming back. Didn't auto start? Oh, didn't? Oh, yeah. So, if you guys can if you can't hear my voice, please push the buttons. Twitch doesn't auto-start for you most of the time. I feel like it used to. I feel like Twitch has gotten worse about things like that, you know? Why? I don't know. Twitch seems sort of extra broken the last couple of weeks. I don't know what's going on with it. Like, things that used to work don't work anymore. Just like little things. Maybe it's just me. One of the few games you played in earnest. Back when you were just a wee youngin'. I played this game in earnest too. In the town of Earnest where I grew up. No. I did. I played through this whole entire game when I was a kid. I grinded my way up to level 30 probably. And I'm gonna try to beat it slightly lower level tonight. We don't need to be at 30. Yeah, so let's see. So what we need to do now, we just got... Wait, what did I just do? Fuck, did I just use it? No, don't use an herb. Right, let me look at the status. So if you guys missed part of the stream yesterday, we stayed up pretty late playing this game. We got up to level 14. We were able to reach, finally, eventually, Cantlin, and we were able to buy the flame sword. And now, we basically need... The only item we're missing now that you can purchase from shops is the silver shield, and that's what we need to get right now. So we need to do some farming. The only question is, where do we want to do it? Do we want to go back to the normal spot we've been using, the southeast peninsula, or do we want to try going to this new area with the demon knights? I don't know. Maybe we can take them with the flame sword. Let's go give it a try. Wouldn't hurt to try. At any rate, let's kill some stuff. You were 7? Wow. Let's see. How old would I have been? This game came out at 86 in Japan. But in America, it's a couple of years later, right? When did it... It must have been like 88 or 89? I feel like it... I don't remember exactly, but I feel like it might have been 89. Anyone remember? Well, let's see. If it was 89, I would have been... I was born in 77, so I would have been 12. Yeah, I would have been 12 when this game came out. Or maybe it was 88, so I would have been 11 or 12. Yeah, I was pretty young too. I was young and they sucked me in. Oh, but those are the wrong buttons, sorry. I'm a little confused because I'm using the Super Nintendo controller right now to try to play. I'm kind of confused because I have 4 buttons instead of 2. You know, it's nice to use the NES controller and all, but on the other hand, the nice thing about this Super Nintendo controller for NES games is I can use the L and R buttons for the select and start buttons, and they feel better than the actual select and start buttons on the NES pad. And here we are, down in this place with the dangerous enemies. A rogue scorpion. Oh, this is our first time encountering one of these. I forget how strong it. Well, let's try the spell of sleep on them. Scorpions are usually pretty vulnerable to sleep. I guess not. Okay. 6? He's not too strong. We can probably handle him. Rogue scorpion. The scorpion has gone rogue. Is it like a Rogue One scorpion? Is it on a mission to destroy the Death Star? Okay, here we go, a Wraith Knight. These guys were kicking our ass before, but we were 1 level lower and we did not have a flame sword. We had a broadsword, which I think is probably a lot weaker. So let's give it another try. And he's what? Dodge my attack 11. That's a little better than last time. Last time he was doing like 18 damage to us. 13. That's a little more. Fuck. He needs to stop dodging us, or we're going to be in trouble. Uh-oh. This is not good. Heal. I'm gonna run away. This is trouble. Uh-oh. I was close. That guy almost killed us. That guy's dangerous. I think we could kill him, but we got unlucky. He dodged our first 2 attacks. What a bastard. So, I mean, if that guy gives us that much trouble, I'm sure the Demon Knights will still pretty much destroy us. It might not be a good idea to try to farm here. But it would be great if we could run into the metal slimes, though. I believe they spawn in this desert type area. Shall we try this guy again? August 1989, so it was 89. So I was 12 then. Let's see. Oh, he did 17 damage this time. Okay, he doesn't have that much health. As long as we don't get pretty unlucky against those guys, we should be okay. He gives 100 gold. That's pretty good. But he's gonna drain our magic pretty fast, though. Those metal slimes. Yeah, it might be worth our gold is still not that high. It might be worth our while to like just try to do a little farming here. Oh, this guy. Can we take a knight? I'm worried about these knights. I don't know. Well, we'll try. It won't hurt to try a little bit. Excellent move. Oh, awesome. How much does it give? 126 gold? That's sweet. Wyvern. We know that we can take Wyverns. We're used to fighting Wyverns. Or is it... Does anybody say Wyvern? I think it's Wyvern, but maybe it's Wyvern. I've never been 100% sure how you pronounce their name. You know, it's just one of those weird names. Alright. Well, I like this area. I'm just a little bit nervous, because I think that Demon Knights can maybe spawn here, and I'm scared. If I see one of those, I'm definitely running away. I don't think I can handle those yet. But there might be some other good stuff we can fight here. Can Demon Knights even spawn here? Alright, half our magic is gone at this point. So... the metal slime. Yeah, I hope we can run into a metal slime. That'd be nice. Fucker. Should I, like, try to stop spell this guy? Probably not really worth it. It's a waste of a turn, basically. He'll just get, like, a free attack out of this. He doesn't seem to cast spells like that often. Yeah, I don't know. Plus, I've got this feeling like it's not going to work half the time. Oh, don't go too far south. Let's just stay, like, toward the north. I feel like if we... There's, like, a place here where... It's like an invisible transition place where shit gets harder. Like maybe where the Demon Knights spawn. We haven't run into any Demon Knights yet. Goldmen are good, though. Goldmen are very good. Alright. So, guys, are you guys, I know that at least a couple of you are watching the Game Awards. Excellent move. Oh, I love getting one-hit kills from these guys. So, how's the Game Awards? Tell me about it. What's winning so far? I saw the, you know, these kind of things, I always just figured that the stupid, like, the worst thing will always win. Like, I have less faith in these than I do, like, the Oscars. But the nominations were actually pretty good this year. Like, I agreed with some of them. The only major thing wrong was that Horizon Zero Dawn is, like, way that game is so overrated, way overrepresented, but they announced Bayonetta 3? Oh, that's awesome. Wow, yeah. I also heard that, Kojima, you feel it's just rigged? I mean, no, I don't think it's rigged. It's not rigged, it's just that... See, the problem with it is that, it's based on, I think, a popular... Like, people vote on it, right? Like, it's based on the people's votes. So, essentially, stuff that's popular tends to automatically... Like, the games that sell the most, but not necessarily the best games, But the ones that sell the most are the ones that usually get the most attention, like Horizon Zero Dawn, which is like way overrepresented. And then stuff that's really cool that maybe less people played, like Gravity Rush 2 or Neo, is unfortunately a little bit underrepresented. You know? And it's kind of unfair. That it's a problem. It's also a problem with that one movie award show where it's based on popular vote. Popular vote is never a good way to do anything. Yeah, Kojima was there with the Norman Reedus. Yeah, I heard that Kojima... Right, I heard Kojima was like... There was going to be a new video for Death Stranding. That was... That definitely piqued my interest. For reveals? Not to... Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm curious about the... I'm curious whether the bad... Like, how many... You know, like, whether cool things won or not, or whether, like... The cynical expectation is just like Horizon Zero Dawn is going to just sweep everything. But actually, probably... It's almost a given that Zelda's going to win the game of the year, right? Like, Zelda will win that. That's like a shoo-in. And I'm okay with that. Honestly, one of the big omissions... Actually, the game of the year category is not bad. It has 3 deserving games. There's got Zelda, Mario, and Persona 5, which is really cool. The other 2... don't matter, I just won't mention them, but I doubt one of them will win anyway. But, and really, like, it's a huge omission for, like, Nier to not be in the Game of the Year category, but at least it's, like, under, like, Best RPG, which is strange. They have a Best Action Game category, but Nier Automata is not even though that is, without a doubt, the Best Action Game of the Year. Granted, maybe you could make an argument for Neo, which is in that category, so... You know, that's actually pretty cool, too. And there's Cuphead nominations. I mean, there's actually a lot of good choices. Other than a few garbage choices, there's actually a lot of good ones. I mean, I can even sort of understand PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds being in a couple of those. I can, even though I'm not too interested in the game myself, I can sort of understand that. You think Nier won the soundtrack? Well, okay, good. I'm not surprised. That sort of seems like a lock also. Of course Nier would win the soundtrack category, of course. It's a shame that the soundtrack category is a little bit lame. Like, there's some... Like, Zelda is in that category. And Zelda is an awesome game, but for soundtrack, I don't know about that. From what I've heard, people were a little bit disappointed with the sound. That's like the one aspect of the new Zelda game people were a little disappointed in. Because it wasn't quite as amazing as you would hope a Zelda game would be. Like Mario, I get why that would be in there. Like Nier and Persona 5 are both in there, so that makes perfect sense. But it would have been really awesome to see like a Gravity Rush or even a I mean, we were just playing Danganronpa 3. How awesome is the soundtrack in that game? But see, because it's not a popular game that like a lot of people have played, it has no chance in a reward show like that, which sucks, you know. Soundtrack is really good. What, Zelda? You think so? Zelda barely... You think Zelda was really good, DJ Sergey, the soundtrack? Well, I actually haven't really played it myself. I've heard some of the music, and it seems not bad. But it just... You know what I mean? It doesn't... When... Let me give you an example. When like, say, Ocarina of Time or Link to the Past came out, think about the soundtracks of those games. And think about how there's classic music in those that is still like constantly like replayed and loved and remixed and used in later games because they're just like classics, you know? Classic songs. What classic songs are in the new Breath of the Wild? Are there really any classic songs? I sort of feel like there might... I don't know. Maybe there are, but it doesn't seem like it. It doesn't really seem like it. At least based on what I've heard. I mean, the music doesn't seem bad or anything. It just doesn't seem like... It just seems like it could be better. You know, especially in a year when Persona 5 has come out, Nier Automata, and those games both have tremendous soundtracks. And Gravity Rush's soundtrack is really good. Danganronpa 3's soundtrack is really good. It does reuse some music from the first 2 games, but to be fair, but the new music is really good so far. I'm sure there's a lot more. And probably Neo has a good soundtrack as well, from what I've heard. You know? And actually, honestly, putting Zelda aside, Mario Odyssey has really good music too. Like, really good music. I'm actually a little bit impressed. Like, I was, because you never know if Nintendo's gonna, like, let you down in the music department or not. They've come up with some amazing soundtracks. And sometimes some of their games, some of the more modern ones, the soundtracks feel a little bit lazy. Like, Link, the 3DS Zelda game, what was it called again? Link Between Worlds? The soundtrack in that game was a little underwhelming, I thought. They reused some music from Link to the Past, which of course is awesome. But there was really no good original, like, new music in that game, and that was kind of disappointing. So you never know with Nintendo, but Odyssey, from what I've seen a little bit of it so far, the music is awesome. They did a really good job. So it's nice. So that totally deserves to be in there. The song Pauline sings, it's great. It's a great song. I think, how much do we need for return? I don't remember. Let's go back now. Yeah. I need to check how much this costs. 8? Okay, I should remember that. Yeah, let's play it safe. It's weird, and we were walking around the top part of that desert. We were mostly getting the southeast peninsula enemies. So maybe we may as well just go there anyway. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and heal up and save. And we're gonna save frequently during this farm, as long as we keep trying the southwest area, because I'm still a little bit scared of it. You never know what could happen there. But it seems worth it. I think we're going to keep farming there. Seems potentially worthwhile. There will be a few good contenders this year for soundtrack if they allow expansions to MMO. Well, that's not in there at all. There was no Final Fantasy XIV in there. Yeah, we've talked about this before. Final Fantasy XIV, there are some cool tracks. Some of the boss tracks did impress me, but overall, I'm not a big fan of that soundtrack. It's not bad, but just compared to Final Fantasy XI, I just find it pretty lacking. Final Fantasy XI's soundtrack was too good. Like, the guy who is the primary guy who works on Final Fantasy XI's music, what's his name? Naoto, forget, Mizuta, I think? God, he's awesome. Oh, I should probably save too, I forgot to do that. What are we at now? Okay, we're up to, so we just about doubled our gold. We're up to 6,000. That's not bad. Make decent progress in that area. But more importantly, I think we're also going to potentially get more experience from fighting in that area, which is also important. She'll be your one-up girl. I like that sounds, like, vaguely dirty, but it's also just a really cute line. I can't wait to play Super Mario. Like, there's a lot of Switch games I can't wait to play. But I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm looking forward to Mario just a little bit more than Zelda. Just a little bit more. Zelda looks great, but Mario just, oh man, it looks really fun. I can't wait to try that game. No. Yeah, Final Fantasy XI, Nobuo Uematsu did do some tracks for the original release. But all the expansions he didn't work on. The original Final Fantasy XI, the first one, he did like about a third of the music. So he's not super represented in Final Fantasy. I would say the primary guy the guy who did the vast majority of Final Fantasy XI's music, including almost all the expansion music, is Naoto Mizuta. Yeah. Although Uematsu did contribute some pretty cool tracks, though, I believe, to 11, so don't sell him short, but yeah. I think, honestly, I would, if it's between right now, what's her name again? The woman who did Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack. I can't believe I'm blanking on her name. Yoko. Fuck. Should know. Parasite Eve. She's awesome, but I was a little bit disappointed with her soundtrack for 15, so I'd almost rather see Naoto Mizuta work on it. He's just like, I'm a big fan of his now. I think like almost everything he does is awesome. Yoko Shimomura. I still love her, but I don't know. I mean, Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack is okay, it's just a little disappointing. She's done better, she's done much cooler work, It's no Parasite Eve. No Parasite Eve soundtrack. It was not bad. There was some really cool battle tracks in 15. But a lot of the music, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of the music was disappointing. Like, at times it almost felt like a Western composer was working on it. I know. It's a big insult. You know? Maybe she was, and since the game, it seemed like they were trying to give the game a more Western feel on purpose, so it may have been on purpose. Unfortunately. Like, it might have just been an intentional choice that the director chose to go with. But for whatever the reason, I wasn't crazy about it. It had some good moments, but I just expected a little. It's no Nier Automata, you know? It's no Persona 5. Those games, the soundtracks are the real deal. Like, those are, if I were going to make a top soundtrack list, those would be contenders. And for a modern game soundtrack, that's saying something. Parasite Eve has a really cool pro wrestling soundtrack. It does. Shima Mura has done some amazing soundtracks, you know? I mean, she did the original Street Fighter 2 soundtrack. People forget that. But she did the original Street Fighter 2 soundtrack. That's a classic soundtrack. Super Mario RPG. She did the music for which is an awesome soundtrack. Really, really good. Parasite Eve, of course, 1 and 2. The Kingdom Hearts games have great, really, really good music. She did those, and there's a bunch of others, which I can't. She's done a lot of really good soundtracks, you know. Some more minor stuff too. If you check her discography, it's pretty impressive. She's talented. She's really talented. Goldman, I know. Why are we only getting like Southeast Peninsula guys here now? That's pretty weird. Is it just this like little patch of top desert here that does this? I'm gonna keep walking here and see if anything different appears. This is really weird. Yeah, we're getting like all the Southeast Peninsula guys. Which maybe is what we should be fighting anyway, because they are really easy. They still give a ton of gold. Not the best experience. Like, we could get a little bit more. Hey, Rick, welcome back, Brigand. Welcome back to the game that never ends. The fun that never ends. Do you guys miss Danganronpa 3? Or would you rather see this kind of thing, you know? Would you rather have crazy Japanese story with insane characters, or simple graphics, walking around, grinding the same enemies over and over again? I like both. I like both. It would be great to finish this game tonight. I'd probably have to stay up really late. We might be able to. I don't know. I might just do it. If it feels like we have a chance to finish tonight, I might just go for it. Have you played the House of the Dead 2? Or Typing of the Dead? I have not. I wanted to try Typing of the Dead. House of the Dead series, that would be cool to try. I've never really thought about trying those games before. I don't know. I suppose I should. You know, those would be games that would be really easy to check out, because they're just like... Well, the problem would be emulating them. I don't know if my arcade emulator has those or not. I should probably check. But they are. I mean, it would be... It's the type of game that's really easy just like to play for an hour, and you can pretty much see the whole game, because, you know, you can just keep putting in quarters. I like it. Good games like that are really good for streaming sometimes. Like, just a game you can just, like, breeze through fast and just experience in, like, an hour. That's great for streaming, you know? The longer games like this, a lot of time, you know, sometimes they're worth it, but they can be kind of a slog sometimes. The variety of just, like, you know, taking a stream for, like, 5 or 6 hours and playing 5 or 6 different games. It's really nice sometimes. That's what's cool about Fliptendo, actually, is you get to do that a lot. Because I don't have to finish all the games. I can finish whatever game I feel like. I'm finishing this game because I want to, but I can play all these games as long as I like. We're just checking them out. We give each game the time that I feel it deserves, that we feel it deserves, but really that I feel that it deserves. Not that you guys have no input. There's a character in those games, Goldman, whose acting is so wooden. A tree is in awe. Goldman. Does he also drop a lot of gold when you kill him? Is Sax in the game too? Excellent move. Yeah. We're definitely only getting... It must be just the top part of this area. I wonder if the town... Like, maybe if we take, like, a step south of the town, we'll get the newer enemies. I wonder if that's it. If that's the case, we can kind of go back and forth, depending on how our magic is holding up, perhaps? What's my maximum hit points? 71? Oh, I wouldn't really be worth spending it, casting a heal spell yet. Okay, so getting a Wyvern. Progressing pretty good. We're almost at 10,000 experience. I think we should be another level pretty soon. I think. We could go in that town and just wander around. Oh, here, yeah. So 2 steps south of the town is where you get the new enemies. Should we try this guy? I'm a little worried. Should we try putting him to sleep? Why not? It'd be great if it would work. Fuck. Stop spell. Dang, his didn't work either. Should we try it again? Nah, fuck it. Let's try an attack. 14. Oh, he's wasting his turns. That's good. Okay, how much damage? 14. Not too bad. Significant, but he shouldn't be able to... Oh, 17 is a little bit more significant. Okay. We should... If we don't get unlucky, we should be able to withstand 3 more... Fuck! What? Uh-oh. That's unlucky. I would call that unlucky. He should... If he would just die... Okay, I was getting a little worried. He does give 120 gold. That's pretty nice. But that costs us some magic. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with those guys. It'd be great if we could... It feels like the sleep spell is not really worth it anymore. It feels like the enemies are too resistant to it. Looks like a Mega Man character. I kind of like the art for him. Okay, like, he looks cool, but he does look a little bit cartoonish. Kind of goofy, just slightly goofy looking. Great Knight. Let's give it a try. Fuck, he dodged us. Uh-oh. Well, he only did 10 damage. I just wish I were just a little bit stronger. We can kill these guys in 2 hits if we get lucky with it. Uh-oh, that's bad. Uh-oh. If he dodges us again, we're dead. Like, our best bet is just to go for the attack, I guess, right? We should kill him. As long as he doesn't dodge. Oh, that was close. That would have been really bad if he would die here. Oh, you know what? This is not worth it. This is definitely not worth it to fight these enemies. This is a mistake. I wanna, like, try to find some metal slimes, but this is not worth it. Sooner or later, we're gonna die fighting these enemies. We almost died right there. Alright, let's just stick to the easier enemies, like two squares up. Yeah, we gotta play it safe. If we were to die right now, it would be a sort of a minor disaster. We'd lose about a half hour of grinding. That wouldn't be so good. Who am I talking to? I don't know. Thou hast discovered gems. Did I? What? Gems? I want some gems. You know what we could do? Actually, we could do this. So, when we go back to the castle, which we're going to do soon, we're going to save, and then when we come back down here initially, we'll have just saved our game freshly. We can, like, play around with the stronger monsters a little bit, just, you know, get the larger amounts of experience, and then, you know, after a couple, 5 to 10 minutes of that, we'll go back to the easier enemies to do the rest. And if we die, we won't really lose that much progress. So that would be more logical than what we just have been doing, which is to, like, spend a half hour grinding easy enemies, and then suddenly, like, try to fight harder enemies. That makes no sense at all. Not a logical strategy there. You gotta have a little bit more thought behind our grinding strategy. So the awards have a live orchestra playing music for the best game of the year. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. And they got to PUBG, and they had to really reach to make it into an actual song. What the how the fuck is PUBG? See, that's one of those insane things. That, like, why is that there? People like them. PUBG doesn't even have music? Like, what the fuck? I've watched the game, there's no music. What is it like? Is it like title screen music or something? People nobody cares. Show me one person who cares about that. Like, that's like one of those really bizarre things. Like, how did that get in there? Even just like Destiny 2. Do people really like that soundtrack that much? I doubt it. Really weird. It's almost like there's 3 games that people know that they like the music. Oh shit, I just used the wrong spell. Fuck, now I gotta walk back. Damn it. Damn it. Oh well, I'll be fine. It's almost like there's 3 games that people know the music for. Like, let's see, Mario, Zelda, Nier, Persona 5. Well, I guess 4 games. And then, you know, they ran out of games that they knew had music, that they're aware of, because they never played Gravity Rush. So it's like, what other games have good music? Nothing. Okay, let's just stick some popular games in there. PUBG and Destiny. Yeah, I think the music is vaguely okay. The fuck? That doesn't that makes no sense. Because, you know, nobody pays attention to music in games unless it's just really good, like Persona 5. Not a fan of PUBG. I'm a fan of the concept behind PUBG. I think the PUBG concept is awesome. I mean, it's essentially a game version of Battle Royale. That's awesome. The problem is the execution of the game is so pedestrian and boring with as little creativity as possible that it's just a real waste of a concept, you know? If PUBG had been done by like a company like, say, Grasshopper with the crazy style of a game like Let It Die, it would have been amazing. But as it is, it's just a disappointment. The concept is still awesome though, and I hope some other company takes it and improves on it, you know, because there's a lot of room to improve on that concept. You think there's music in the opening menu? I guess that must be it. I'm sure that nobody cares, and it's only there because it's just a game people knows. Goldman was your favorite money farm? Yeah, the thing is that I almost at this point, so we're at 9,000. What are we at? We're at 9,000 gold. Once we get that silver shield, we're really not going to have much use for gold anymore. So I almost care more about the experience than the money right now. So I almost don't want to fight Goldmen at this point. Before they seemed awesome, but now I kind of don't want to fight them. I'd rather just fight stronger enemies, you know? Enemies that give more experience, because long past the point where we have the best money, the best equipment that money can buy, we're still going to be needing a lot of experience. Oh well, we'll just spend all the rest of the money on fairy bottles or something. Zelda won Game of the Year? No surprise, there was a lock. So what were some of the other awards? Is there anything... Did Horizon Zero Dawn get any awards, or did it get completely snubbed? That would have been great. Oh, did Nier happen to win for Best Story? It was up for Best Narrative. That would be nice, because it really deserved that. See, that's a category that Horizon Zero Dawn could take away from it, which it really does not deserve to do. And granted, I don't know the story very well, but I know it shouldn't win. Not when a game like Nier Automata exists. Soundtrack. Nier is a lock for soundtrack. Zelda was a lock for Game of the Year. Nier was a lock for soundtrack. Those are no surprise. What are the categories, do we care about at all? Let's see. Music. Overall. I don't know, Best RPG, Best Action Game. If Neo won for Best Action Game, that would be really cool. That's almost the right choice. If there's one choice besides Nier Automata that I think also makes sense, it's Neo. Nothing else really makes sense for Best Action Game. Not when Neo and Nier Automata exist. Nothing really makes sense for that. I'm just curious. Oh, and also, it's a real shame. I mean, I'm glad that at least that Neo got a token nomination. You know what got snubbed? Actually, I just thought of another game. Gravity Rush 2. I knew would be we all knew that game would be snubbed because nobody played it, so of course it had no choice to get nominations. But real shame. That game should have won for best art direction. I mean, Persona 5 is also... I mean, Persona 5 probably is still better. But honestly, I would give it to Gravity Rush. Persona 5 won Best RPG. That makes complete sense. Just complete sense. That's another category where they just got it right. Wolfenstein 2 won Best Action Game. Ah, fuck that. Well... I mean, that's not... So, I mean, I'm not that upset about that. The only game in that category that... It would have been cool if Neo had won, but at least it got nominated. I guess enough people just... Probably just not enough people played it. Sorry, I've got to do a paranoia save. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing at all. Distracted by these stupid awards. I know I'm on like 99% sure I saved, but that 1%. I know I'm gonna die next time. So let's just make sure. Yeah. So Cuphead won. Oh, nice. That's awesome. The Cuphead won. Like that category, the independent game, like the only game there that should have won. I mean, it's not a surprise because people love Cuphead, but that's great, man. Well, like, actually, a lot of these categories, good choices are winning. I'm surprised. Like, how are people actually picking the right games? I mean, Wolfenstein 2, minor mistake, but it's not. It's at least they didn't pick something like Horizon Zero Dawn or something like that. Should I buy some fairy bottles? That would be nice. We don't have any keys left, though. What? Why did I use... Fuck, I pressed the wrong... God damn it. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Well, it's not... Well, okay, you can buy keys at Tangel Castle. They do cost, Oh, shit, we can do that. Let's do that. You know what? Let's actually... I mean, we don't really care about the fact that they're double the price of the Remildar the keys. If it saves us the trip, it's definitely worth it. Let's buy 6 more keys. And let's just load up on fairy bottles, because... That'll help it'll make our farming a lot. Wait, fuck, I can't get over here without a key. Oh, I didn't plan this. I did not think this through at all. Fuck. That's no good. Oh, I can't even get to Cantlin without key. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back to Remildar then, I guess. Yeah. Well, you may as well go back to Remildar. We have no choice. We fucked up a little bit. I should have saved 1 key. I didn't think about that. Horizon Dawn should have been the best. Is that my new catchphrase? Horizon Zero Dawn should have been the best game to wipe your ass with. Take that, HZD. Yeah, I'm on to you. No, I mean, it's not... I mean, I can't really criticize the game too much. It's just, there's no way it's, like, the best game of the year in any category. I mean, I know enough about it to know that. But you've never seen... Oh, and best narrative was Remains of Edith Finch. That's fine. It should have been Nier, but I can sort of... I mean, I'm not... That doesn't make me too mad or anything. That game actually looked... Like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of walking simulators, obviously, but... The game looked actually a little bit interesting for a walking simulator. Isn't that the one where, like, you actually, like, switch bodies between various objects and sort of, you know, and like experience like all these different stories or something? Yes, that seemed kind of okay. I don't know. Not something I'd like that would be like on the top of my list to play, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind trying it. I'm fine with that. But Nier should have won. Like now, like if Horizon Zero Dawn had won that category, I'd throw a chair. But I could live with that choice. Yeah, I mean, honestly, not bad choices. I'm surprised. Usually so cynical about these award shows, but there's just something about this year. Like the really good games that I like are they just tower over everything else, kind of. So it's almost hard for the people to make bad choices. You know, everybody loves Nier as they should. Everybody loves Persona and Zelda and Mario as they should. How can you not love those games? They're just too good. Oh, I guess Mario didn't win anything, huh? That's too bad. It got a few nominations, though. Well, I guess those are basically all the categories that we care about. I can't think of anything else. Actually, when do I get the repel spell? If I could get that, I wouldn't need fairy bottles. That would be nice. Oh, we do need keys, so let's just go buy them. I'm gonna go farm a little bit in the southeast continent again, since we're here. Actually, no. We'll go back. We'll go back to the southwest. I think we're better off farming there at this point of the game. Right, Jen? How you feeling, Jen? You all right? That's good. Cannot sell you anymore. See thee later, alligator. Playing more Dragon Quest. The original Dragon Quest, Jennifer. It's so exciting. I'm doing so much grinding, and I love it. Jen, this is a game you could watch without ever getting dizzy.
But it's so bright.
Is this making you dizzy, Jen? Like all this walking across the land, all these trees and mountains and stuff? These slimes?
Fine.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good.
Maybe I should stream against you and stream the Doki Doki Literature Club.
Okay, go for it. Let's compete. The spirit of honest competition.
I don't know. That like requires extroverting. That's hard.
You did it yesterday when you did your thing.
Yeah, but I only did it for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Well, you can always just ignore the people in your chat and just like, you know, just play the game. And then people can watch you if they want. And if they, even if they don't like it, just be like, fuck you people. I do what I want. That's right. Jen, did you hear about the video game awards?
No.
Well, they actually made some decent choices.
Did Nier win a bunch of them?
Nier did not win a bunch like it should have, but it did win Best Soundtrack, which is the one category it really needed to win, if anything. Zelda won Game of the Year, predictable. Persona 5 won Best RPG. Cuphead won Best Independent Game. And Best Narrative Game was like the Edith Finch game. Action was Wolfen. None of the other categories really matter.
I heard that Wolfenstein was fun.
Yeah.
And you'd probably like it.
I don't know if I'd like it or not. I don't know.
Need my headset.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Are you gonna stream?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, if you do, let me know and I'll link ya.
Oh, aren't you streaming?
That's okay. People can watch us both. They can just have us on in both. People like have multiple streamers on all the time.
That seems crazy.
I think sometimes it's just so that people, you know, to support people so that their numbers are higher, you know? And then, you know, you kind of just like check in every once in a while, see what's going on. Alright. Did we save? Fuck. After we get the keys? We did not. Okay, I probably don't want to die then. I better just stay up here where it's safe. Yeah, we better just do that. Doki Doki Literature Club. I know, I want to play that. Well, we talked about this, CJ Strugi, but I do want to play that. I want to play Danganronpa 3 more, but I don't know, maybe at some point. I don't know, maybe I'll even just play it off stream. I don't know if people want to watch that on stream or not. Hey Zapman, what's up? How's it going? I think I'm not sure if I've seen your name before. I feel like you may have been here before. Excellent move! Why, thank you, game. The game is complimenting me. So nice of it. This game is so polite. But we should check out the town. No, there's knights in there for sure. Well, fuck it. You know what? Let's just give it a try. Let's try a couple knights and a couple rogue score. Maybe we can get something good down here. I'm gonna go for it. Try some of these harder enemies. Do you remember watching me make a comic a long time ago? I still make a comic, I still do Flipside, and I do an art stream usually at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. In fact, we just did a Patreon stream, Sunday, actually. Last Sunday, we just did... Was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. So, just like 4 days ago, we did an art stream. So, you should, check in. I think I must have seen you at one of the art streams. I do recognize your name. Uh-oh, Demon Knight. I'm gonna run. I'm afraid of those guys. I like to avoid them. The Wraith Knights I can take, probably. I mean, usually I'm killing them in 2 hits, so they can't really do that much to me unless they dodge more than once. That's the only thing I have to really worry about against them. But that's pretty unlikely. Anyway. Right now, Rogue Scorpions are pretty easy. We like fighting them. If I can get a Metal Slime, that would be awesome. Oh well. Alright, you know what? That's enough of these more dangerous enemies. Let's go back to the easier, weak enemies up here. These normal wraiths. They're weaker because they're wearing orange and not, blazing red. Man. I feel like when we get to level 15, it's going to give us the boost we need to, handle those tougher enemies pretty well. Oh, and also the silver shield should make a big difference as well in our defense. That'll help a lot. And we're going to have... We only need... How much was it again for the silver shield? Fuck, what was it? 14,000? 15,000? Might have only been 14. See, the flame sword is 9,800. Silver shield... I think it was 14,000. So anyway, we're not too far away from it. Is this actually an old game or a modern indie? This is an old game. This is the classic game. Oh crap, did I change my title? I did not. I should really do that. Sorry, hold on a second, guys. Yeah, because that would help explain what this is. Yeah, so this is the original Dragon Quest game, aka Dragon Warrior, as it was originally known. So this is are you familiar with the Dragon Quest games? I mean, they're the most popular series in Japan, bar none. A pretty huge series of games, and this was the first one. It actually came out in America a couple years later than Japan. But it was actually even pretty successful over here. Unfortunately, not all the games in the series came out, and the series didn't quite.